how did those sessions start? How did you meet up with Earle Mankey and Tony Berg to like start those sessions? Because now we're talking music legends. Now, back then, I'm sure they were just both little Hollywood kids with little recording studios. So tell me how those sessions came about.
Well, Earle Mankey had been in Sparks, and he had worked with the Beach Boys and a bunch of people, and he had a home studio out in Thousand Oaks. He had an actual echo chamber, giant, one of the giant old school ones that have at Sunset Sound, out in the garage. And it was really fun, right? And he was like so casual, and he didn't come in and say, oh, you got to change it and make it more commercial, or, this sort of thing. But he had, really creative. He would let us try anything. He'd say, if we wanted to slap our cheeks and record that, which we literally did on the song Youth Was Not For Pleasure, all of us, he would record it. And it's on there, and you won't know that it's us slapping our cheeks, but it sounds really good.
Let's talk about Tony Berg, because
he comes up a lot more.
Earle Mankey produced 13 of the 15 tracks?
No, he produced all 15 of the original tracks, but then we took Words into Action, which was the newest song of the album. And he loved the song so much, but he said, I think we can get a better vocal performance out of the two of us, and also the middle section needs to sort of kick a little bit more. Now, I've known Tony since I was a kid and stuff, and so we go back a long way. And he'd always had, kind of helped out here and there with the bands, but when he heard these newer songs that we had done, and the things we had done with Earle Mankey, he's like, oh, I want to be part of this, and I was like, that would be great. So he heard Words in Action. He took us back into the studio with Earle also, and us to redo the vocals on that. He knew how to get the performance out of me in particular, and I think Tony too. I think
he was good. He was
good.
Yeah,
and
real good at picking. Also making, you do a lot of different tracks sometimes, and he'd pull the best take.
He found a good sonic balance from the first demo, which is one of the bonus tracks.
Yes, we're
on the CD.
Bonus track,
the second version, which is on the Youth Is Not For Pleasure album, which is Tony Berg's version, correct?
Yeah.
And then the third version, which ended up being used in the Welcome to 18 movie.
Yeah, why don't you talk about that?
That's how I kind of got involved in this. Is I heard that song, but every city in the country had a video store, and every video store in the country had Welcome to 18. It was just one of those, late 80 movies that ended up being on the shelf. Something about that song. The production of that song is perfect. The way he got the guitar to sound like a galloping horse. Mm-hmm. And, which I know comes from you at the core, but, there's something about the production. Great song. It's this, I don't even know what it's about, other than it's about being better. And explain it to me.
It really is just about communication. It's literally, let's put words into action. And it's one of the more complicated lyrics. And the whole thing is it's very wordy, but the whole point is how words fail us, as a means of communication, and how everything else is so important.